How you doing? It's Khoa here. In this video I'm going to give you a quick book review called Lead Generation for Dummies by Dayna Rothman. So let's go. So I first picked up this book, Lead Generation for Dummies, actually on my camping trip. So last week I went camping, decided to read a new book, and the skill that I really want to improve this year is my lead generation. I feel that I've reached a really good point where I'm doing very well in terms of sales, handling objections, closing deals. But what I'm really lacking is lead generation. So I really want to become a master at lead generation, because I believe that if you become really good at generating leads, like you know how to get leads in, if you're just an okay salesperson, then you're still going to make lots of money because your conversion rate could be 5%, right? Or even 3%. But if you know how to generate tons of leads, then you'll still be able to make lots of money. But if you're a really good salesperson, but you don't know how to generate leads, then you're not going to really make that much, right? So I really believe that if you learn how to generate leads, know how to build a pipeline, then pretty much this is a skill that you can take anywhere. You can start a business with it. You can work in a sales job if you want, or you can do anything. You can launch your own startup, whatever it is. If you know how to generate leads into your business, which is the lifeblood of your business, then this is the book for you. This is the book that I really believe is really good. So I'm a big fan of the For Dummies books. The For Dummies books is really good for people who are beginners, right? So yeah, it's very easy to read. This book is very easy to read. It gives you plenty of good content, and it's very easy to digest and go through it. It's not really threatening. There's not too much technical jargon and so forth. And the author has done a really good job of going through the concepts of lead generation. So this book covers learn how to create a lead generation plan, work with both inbound and outbound marketing, nurture your leads and track return on investment on your campaigns, and how to use lead scoring and know when the lead is hot. The really good takeaway of this book is that you walk away with a lead generation plan. In one of the chapters it talks about how to construct a one-page lead generation plan, where you find out which areas of channels that you want to utilize, and then also use it to market your strategy. So there you go. So I'll just go through the table of contents. So part one, you've got how to get started with the lead generation. In part two, you're connecting the inbound marketing and lead generation. And part three is linking outbound marketing with lead generation. And then part four is the middle of the funnel. And part five is measuring your lead generation efforts, and part five is the parts of tens. It's separated into 6 different parts, obviously. And the first part, she talks about how to grow your business through finding more leads and enhancing your prospects. So in chapter 1 is really good. This is actually my favorite chapter, is chapter 1. So what Dayna talks about is, in this chapter, there's a difference between a lead and a prospect. So a lot of people tend to think that when you have a bunch of names that's inside a database, you tend to think that this is a lead, but actually it's not a lead. It's actually a database of prospects. And the whole purpose of this is that you want to nurture your database, and from that database of prospects, they might become a lead. And when you have a lead that seems that they're ready to buy, they have the financial capacity, they have a time-based decision to make a decision, and they have other elements that qualifies them as a hot lead, then you can pass this lead over to the sales team, in which they can go in and run the sales process. So the big thing I learned about this chapter is that the lead generation is a separate component. So it's all about getting awareness from people, and they become a prospect, and you have to generate some sort of interest, and then from that point you nurture them, and then you qualify them, and then from that point, once they're qualified, then you push them over to the sales part. So lead generation is a completely separate entity to sales. Another big takeaway of this book is that you can actually give your particular leads a different score. So a weak lead could be a score of 1, a strong lead could be a score of 10. And how do you determine whether a lead is a strong lead or weak lead? So there's an acronym that you can use to qualify a lead, which is called BANT. So BANT stands for budget, the authority, the need, and the time. So budget stands for whether this lead has a particular budget, and then the next part is authority. So whether they have the decision to go ahead project, if they do, and then the next part is the need. Do they have a particular need for this particular product or service that you're offering? And then finally is time. So do they have a time that they have, do they want to purchase this product or service within a particular amount of time? So once you qualify your lead using this BANT acronym, then if it checks throughout the entire qualification, then you can pass this over to the sales team, and they can go ahead and classify this as a warm lead. So what I really like about this is that there's a funnel that you can utilize. So she talks about the different stages of the sales funnel. So it starts off with the awareness phase, which is the person just getting awareness of who you are. So it could be just be they see an image somewhere, or they might see a video. That's the awareness stage. And then at that point, you want to gather all the names. So you want to get the details, and then from that point, you want to put them into your database, and then you want to engage them. So you might want to send them, newsletters, videos. You know what to do, right? And then at that point, you want to prospect to see whether they are a qualified lead by offering them some sort of type of service. If they raise their hand, qualify them, using the acronym BANT again. And then from that point, they convert to a lead. So if they are interested and they do qualify, they're a lead that you can pass over to the sales team. And then at that point, the sales team will go ahead and then they'll book an appointment with them, make the call, and then they'll either convert that lead into an opportunity, which turns into a customer. So there's a lot of stages in terms of getting a lead and then converting it to a sale. So the diagram is really effective. I really like the diagram. At the start, it's all marketing. You're just attracting the leads in, the prospects. You put them into your database, and then eventually it converts them into a sale. So it's a really powerful roadmap that you can follow to generate leads and also convert those leads into sales. So the next part is the tools that you can use to track these leads. So as you know, you can use social media, Facebook, Twitter, also Instagram, YouTube as well. And then you can also use websites, blogs, search engine optimization. So those are the tools that you can utilize to track these leads. I'm pretty sure that you've been through all these before, so I won't go into too much detail, but those obviously are the digital tools that you can use to track those leads. So overall, I think it's a really great book, Lead Generation for Dummies. I think lead generation is the thing that everyone should be learning. If you master lead generation, you can write your own tickets. So this book is a really great book. I really like how it's written. I like how the concepts are very easy to understand, and it's just very easy to follow, and it's not threatening as well. Some books that you read about lead generation, they're so high priced. It's written by some sort of authority, and you're paying about $2,000 to generate leads through Facebook, right? But this is really good foundation for you to start from zero to having a full-blown marketing and lead generation plan that you can apply into your business. So I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.